Speak, Lord, your servant is listening. You have the message of eternal life. Alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Glory to you, O Lord. Jesus said, Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you tithe mint and dill and cumin, and have neglected the weightier matters of the law, justice and mercy and faith. These you ought to have done without neglecting the others. You blind guides, straining out a gnat and swallowing a camel. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you cleanse the outside of the cup and of the plate, but inside they are full of extortion and rapacity. You blind Pharisee, first cleanse the inside of the cup and of the plate, that the outside also may be clean. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. The Lord is the best of teachers. The Hebrew style is very concrete. Words which are very based on matter, based on life. And the most profound abstract concepts are conveyed through simple words. Oh, that we took that hint. We talk a lot and use long words. The Lord has actually said this in a way that every child and every pope can understand perfectly well, and if he so desires, can get the meaning. But will we? Some time ago, I was talking with a priest friend of mine who had been talking to priest friends of his, and they had all agreed on one thing. We must choose our battles. And by that they meant, if one makes an issue of every possible thing, one will never have peace on this side of the tomb. To give equal importance to everything means never to have peace. And there are many who go through life for the best of motives, never knowing peace, and indeed never allowing others either to know it. There's always an issue. It is a secret as one goes through this game of life, which is not that long after all, not to make a complete disaster of it through not being able to distinguish one thing. The substantial and the accidental, the essential and the secondary. And what many do on this side of eternity is to make of the second category the first, or to place that on the same footing. And out goes peace through the window. One has to know how to let certain things go, so as to do what? to maintain this other issue which is not secondary: peace. The housewife who makes a big fuss about everything, rightly so, no doubt, because it maintains order and decorum, even physically, in the house, may actually be her worst enemy, her own worst enemy, because she is depriving herself also of that precious commodity which is warmth and joy. For if joy goes out of the window so that some object may be on the right point of the table, that person has missed the point of life. We can translate that into our own existence and see where it applies. It applies also in vocational work. A young man, a young woman may go to a place looking for eventually an outlet for vocation, and then what will that person do? Start nitpicking and never finding the right place, ever. Also vice versa, and that can happen, unfortunately. A community can start nitpicking also, and they will find that one by one the novices go away. The perfect novice, the perfect community, never was and never will be. So we take things as they are, and of them make joy, for the ingredients are not made of perfection, but of broken humanity and broken bits of day. But the saints often knew of joy in the midst of brokenness, and we must do the same. For joy is of the essence, and the broken bits of the accidents. The Lord consecrates the healthy use of the sense of humour in today's gospel. After all, if we have it, it means that we have got it from a source, and that source is God. And the Son of God here does not deign to refuse the use of the little provocative word, which could perhaps provoke, not so much in the Pharisees who were at the receiving end, but at the common people who were listening, a little chuckle. After all, if one admires the scene, it's quite amusing. The effort given to straining out this gnat, this microscopic gnat, and here comes this camel, and we get indigestion because we can't quite swallow it. Isn't that us? The camel is the accidental. Or is it? We need, therefore, one thing as we go through life: a certain awareness that we're actually in an awful mess, but if we want to, we can make a joyful experience of it for ourselves and those near to us. Or we can focus on the gnat and at all costs give all our energy to straining it out, and woe betide anyone who gets in the way.